even my own cousins get it confused. I think Lance and I understand it, but a lot of people don't understand how this all works. So, there was a large family of Parkers that lived in Illinois. They'd actually lived all over the country. The patriarch of our family is a man named John Parker. We refer to him as Elder John Parker. There's a little gravestone marker for him out there in the fort, although he's not actually buried there. But there's a memorial marker for him. He had been a soldier in the American Revolution as a young man. He was an old man when they came to Texas. He had 13 kids, 104 grandchildren. And they were very clannish. They all pretty much stayed together as a group. Of course, they traveled from, originally, they were born in Baltimore County, Maryland, and they lived in Culpeper County, Virginia. And they moved to Georgia and Tennessee, and then they moved to Illinois. By the time they were in Illinois, most of his kids, Elder John's kids, were grown. This was the 1815s, 1820s. His oldest son, a guy named Elder Daniel Parker. By the way, we refer to John and Daniel and some of the others that were preachers in the Primitive Baptist Church that the Parkers were members of. They called them elder, they didn't call them reverends. And when I say elder Parker, that just means Reverend Parker, basically. So they were in Illinois. They were heavily involved in stuff in Crawford County, Illinois. The oldest son, Daniel, was elected to the state senate there in Illinois. And with new lands, by the early 1830s, Mexico was recruiting people to come to Texas as kind of a shield, I think, against the Indian attacks and stuff. They were bringing in white Anglo settlers in Texas, so the Parkers decided to come to Texas. A guy named James Parker, one of the brothers, was the first one who came, and he's the one who actually established this fort. And he convinced his other brothers to come, and some of his sisters and their husbands, and so a large majority of the family got down here. On May 19th, 1836, right here at this spot, where they built the fort, a band of Comanche and Kiowas rode up to the fort, and I think they felt that the Parkers were encroaching on the Comancheria, on their land. I'm not going to get into a debate about that whole thing, but that bottom line is they attacked the fort, and a little girl named Cynthia, one of John's 104 grandchildren, I can't imagine he knew all their names, was captured at the fort along with four other people, so there were 5 people captured total. And she wasn't seen again by the White family till, this was May 19th, 1836, till December 1860. Y'all know that basic story. Bottom line is, I'm a descendant of Elder Daniel Parker, John's oldest son, and Cynthia Ann would have been his niece, his brother Silas, who was killed here at the fort, son, daughter. So that makes Quanah Cynthia Ann would be my my 3 great grandfather's first cousin. So that makes me her first cousin 4 times removed. Okay, so that's the way that works. She's not my aunt, or not my grandmother. Now Lance here is a direct descendant of Quanah and Cynthia Ann, so they are his direct ancestors. He's my 6th cousin because we're the same generation of the family. Both Elder John and both of ours 4 great grandfathers. So get that out. Now we get an understanding of how the genealogy works. So most of my Parker cousins, unless they're from the same of one of the 13 kids that I descended from, now in my case Daniel, are going to be my 6th cousin. So all of the Comanches are, if they're in the same generation with me, are my 6th cousins. If they're generation down from me or up from me, that will change. Like his father was my 5th cousin once removed. His children would be my 6th cousin once removed.
You're writing this stuff down, right?
Is there going to be a chestnut